This is kind of a preview of what we did for our project, our finished project.
Okay, so what we did a benefit concert, and we involved a lot of high school students who we found fit to play in it, and we wanted to support the local animal shelter, the End Hats Foundation. And why we did this? We both are heavily involved in music, since like all of high school, all of middle school. We love music and we wanted that to benefit the community in some way. So we thought, let's have a benefit concert, since we both love doing music and love helping the community and supporting the fine arts program, as well as HATS, because we're big animal lovers and we're very involved with the animal shelter already. We've made adoptions there, we've had siblings work there, and we've already volunteered our time there before. So we decided to do a benefit concert for HATS.
HATS is the organization that kind of runs the animal shelter. They have a constant need for pretty much everything that you can think of. So you can see here is a need list from their website. I actually have a brother there who worked there for a long time, and one summer didn't have any air conditioning in the dog kennels for about 2 months. And the only reason that they didn't was because they didn't have the funds to repair it. It had broken down. They didn't have the money necessary to make it fix it, to pay someone to fix it. And so we knew about the constant need for funds, and that's why we chose this particular organization to help out. We knew our senior project didn't have to be about money, but we thought that would be the best way to help out.
Okay, preparing for this was a challenge. There was a lot of steps we had to take. And first was getting a space to do it. We contemplated doing outdoor, indoor, but we found that doing indoor would it'd be easiest and better for our performers. So we chose the auditorium, because one, it was free, so that was nice. And we were familiar with the space. We had both performed on the auditorium before for many concerts and many different types of concerts, choir and band and just full out performing. So we had to go talk to Mr. Clack, who is in charge of the auditorium and sign-up dates, and we went as early as possible to get our date in so that we were able to secure a spot, since we knew in the springtime, obviously we're all in it now, it's very busy in the auditorium, so we had to secure a spot right away. And then we also had talks with performers. We needed performers for our project in order to make it work. So we both went to people we knew and trusted musically and organization-wise, so they would be able to do it. And all of them were more than eager and willing once we told them about our cause. And it turned out to be a really good group of performers and a really enjoyable concert in the end, which was good for us. And they had to prepare something by themselves, maybe even a couple things, just on their own time, and they all loved doing it, and it was great to have them help us.
We knew we wouldn't really be able to do this without some sort of support from the shelter itself. So throughout the course course of February, March, April, we made several trips to the shelter to talk to different staff members to see, one, if we could do this. We could. How to get the money to them. Is there anything else other than money that we could do? The answer is yes, as you can see by that needs list. We also went around and took some pictures of some of the fine animals. I'm not a fine animal. This is just a picture of me taking pictures of the fine animal. These trips were extremely helpful. They gave us a lot of information on how to make, who to lend money out to, what else they could need, dog collars, dog food, cat needs, supplies, and pretty much anything you can think of. An animal needs, they need it.
Yeah, and we got to meet with the director of the Hats Foundation too, which she helped us a lot and was really enthusiastic about us trying to help. So that was really nice. So it was a good couple visits, and we got to hang out with the animals, which is always fun. So that was good. Okay, and thinking either how we wanted to do this, how we wanted to raise funds, and from our frequent visits to the animal shelter, we figured donations were the best way to go in supporting them, because it doesn't give people that pressure of, oh, I have to pay for a ticket. And it gave everyone the option, come support us, but you don't have to donate, and you can donate various things from supplies to money. So with donations, we made cute little donation boxes that you can see here. This is our money donation bin made of a coffee thing. So that was all me, by the way. And
I'm not very creative.
and those are really fun to make, and it was a fun project to put time into. And we were thinking, if people don't want to donate and just come to support our cause and come and listen to the free music, that's enough support, and it gets them aware of our cause, because we did talk about what we were doing it for. We had posters everywhere, and it got them aware and knew about the need of the animal shelter. And it was a good concert, so. And we had most people donate anyway, pretty much everyone, which was really nice. So.
As great as a money donation is, pretty much part two of what we really wanted to do was raise awareness about the needs of the shelter and what we all can do to help. So, next step was just kind of getting the word out to people. We went down to the Copy Corner over on, it's on Mission, right? Yeah. Fantastic place. They do a lot of wonderful posters for you. If you got this to them, we put them all over town, different businesses. You probably saw a few of them through the school back in April. As well as word of mouth. We put up an announcement the week of. We told anybody who talked to us. So if you talked to us at that time, I'm sorry. It was a little bit pressure. We could have started putting out the word a little bit earlier. We were a little late on that one, but it still worked out. We still had a pretty good turn.
Yeah, and making the posters, we designed them ourselves because we wanted it to be personal, and we really like being creative, or at least I do. So I designed the poster as well, with Jeff's approval, of course. And it was really fun. And the Copy Corner was also very supportive. They hung a poster in their window as well to get the word out, which a lot of people go there now, which is good. So we went around to local businesses that we knew. We went around pretty much all of Mount Pleasant. We wanted to cover a vast area, so we ended up hanging probably close to 40 or 50 posters, so that was nice. Okay, and here is our finale. It's Big Bird, and it involves a lot of our performers, so we wanted to share some of this with you. And it was a surprise for Jeff's family too. sure some of you have seen that Oscars too, 'cause we did perform that at Oscars as well. And we won't tell Ben that we showed this to you.
He's not very proud of the performance.
Oh, I just-
No, we didn't, okay. We forgot to take our note text of what we were gonna say. Yeah, so now I'm gonna explain the concert of intended audience and how we get it back. This is for, I believe we included every performer who helped us out here. To all of you, thank you. I know some of you are in this room. Concert went off very well. The audience, I'd say we had 65 people around.
It was 48 people.
48 people, okay, I was a little off, but.
Not including performers. I printed off programs to be able to, keep track of how many people showed up, so, very organized. And we made cute little programs and really went all out. It was like a full out concert. We wanted to make it really special, so.
So, concert went well, lots of people showed up, lots of people, donated, which is fantastic. The audience that we were trying to go for this, was pretty much everybody, but we wanted to get as many high school people there as well, because our big question that we started off, can and how can a student in high school, with the resources they're given, help a cause that they want, help a cause that they believe in? You can do whatever you want. And we kind of wanted to show people that you could do something like this, you could do whatever. We wanted to get as many high school students involved as we could. That's why we had all high school performers, and that's a big reason behind that. Part of this goes back to why we chose donations. We thought that donations would help attendance versus tickets, because people wouldn't feel like they would have to give money, so they might come anyway, which was good, mostly just to get the word out. It was great.
Yeah, the concert went very smoothly. It was roughly an hour long. And we really enjoyed it. There was a vast amount of performers and with different things. Like Riley Smith did classical guitar for us, and then we had a jazz combo, as you saw earlier. Then we also had rock band. So there was a ton of different things. We really made it a variety show. The audience ended up really loving it, which was great. They all said they wished more had come because they really liked our cause and generously donated, which was great. And they all really loved the concert. My grandfather went, who hates concerts and stuff, except for Johnny Cash, pretty much. That's the only thing he listens to. And he had a blast, so that was great. And not because I'm his granddaughter, he wasn't sucking up, but he came out just beaming, he loved it. So anyone who went had a big smile on their face when they left and knew about our cause. So that was the main goal, and we were really happy with the results. Okay. So, in total, we raised $533.50, which was outstanding. It was way higher than what we expected from our audience, and it was great. And we were very enthused, and I was very excited and giddy when we got to drop it off at the animal shelter. I was like jumping the whole way there. Oh, I can't wait to see their faces. So we took them the money after making a very large check and lots of deposits to get on one check for them.
We also got 6 packages of cat food courtesy of Ice.
Yes. So, that was very nice as well. And with the money, we handed it to them, and sadly I didn't get a picture. I wanted one, but I was too excited and dropped my phone. So I gave them the money, or we went shortly after our concert, and they were more than thrilled and surprised at how much we were able to raise for them and give back. And they took a picture of us in front of this sign and thanked us a lot for our help, and it turned out really good. Things I think we could have done better though, maybe even to not even raise more funds but get the word out, is, like Jeff said earlier, start advertising more and earlier. we did have a short amount of time to do this, but we knew pretty much what we wanted to do since last summer. So, advertising was a huge thing. I know we did posters and announcements, but we could have went to radio because CFX is always more than happy to get people on their show. So we thought of a lot of other ways we could have went about advertising as well, but we're still really happy with the turnout, and we think it went extremely well considering all that we raised and were able to do and how we got the word out. So it was a good concert. And this also is a slide of of what we could have done better. I forgot to skip ahead. But these are cute little beagles. These are brothers, and I wanted to put them on here because they're adorable. Also for what we could have done better, we could have had more performers, which is what I would have really liked to see. We figured the concert would be a little over an hour, but it ended up being, if not a little under. And I would have loved to have more performances and more from our student body come and perform, because I know we have a ton of talented performers in our school, working with them through different things like musical and being in band class with certain people. So the performers are what really made this possible and so enjoyable for all of our audience members and attendees. And they really helped get the word out about supporting the animal shelter. So
Definitely. If anyone was gonna, for some reason, do another one of these in the future at some point, I would give the advice of them to get as many students as you could involved, whether it be helping with the donation at the door, or being a performer, or hanging up posters, or whatever. The real goal of this is to raise money and raise awareness. A lot of it through students. So as many as you can get involved would be great. We've got some thank yous for our great performers. Mr. Flack, who did our sound and lights for the show, which is awesome. Coffee Corner for making us wonderful posters. All the local businesses that helped us hang up our posters around. Chelsea Altman, who helped collect donations at the front.
There was a jazz thing that day, so Jeff was tied up early for setup. So my sister's like, "Oh, I'll help. I love animals." I'm like, "Okay." So Chelsea helped me set up everything, get the performers around. Ran with me for our last minute Walmart runs to get water bottles for everyone, and yeah. So.
My dad, David Patton, took all the pictures at the concert that you saw. All the people who went to see it and who donated, that was fantastic. And to Hats itself for all the everything they do. They do a lot of great things over there.
So that's our part.
As part of the rubric, they have 3 to 4 questions that they asked to be scored on. So there's the questions for Jeff and Nicole.
So there's about 50 people there. Would you say it was an even mix of like the community and high school students, or like?
I think it was more community members than high school students, I would say. It's really hard to get high school students out on a Thursday afternoon to come see something, which is an issue for anything ever.
But we did have more high school students than expected, which was good. We had actually some people from this room, which was great. And we had friends come out. We had band members stay from jazz band who were just returning from jazz band, which was great because they missed or had a late dinner that night, but they came to support us. And we had some track members, which was awesome. It was great. Everyone who was in it wanted to support us.
I should have added another thank you to that list right here. Alex Prout, he's a freshman this year, right? We had a drummer drop out the day of, which kind of freaked me out, but he stepped up and kind of gave the MVP of the concert, so just thank you for him.
So people have worked with senior projects and Hats in the past and have not always had a real positive relationship with Hats for whatever reason. They're a wonderful organization, so don't mishear me. I'm curious how was your relationship with them, and how did you make it work so well, and how did you make it work between them so well?
I remember you warning us about that before we went into it, but we got there and they were extremely pleasant for us that we told them what we wanted to do. We sat down with Summer, I can't remember her last name, she's the head of Hats. We sat down with her in her office and we kind of said, this is what we'd like to do, what do you think? And she immediately jumped on the idea, she thought it was wonderful. She gave us all sorts of helpful tips of things we could do, how to get the word out. Said, come hang a poster here, please, at the shelter, which we did. Our experience with them was extremely positive. I think one of the big things that helped was we didn't tell them we were going to do this. We were asking them, could we do this for you? Not, we're going to do this
Yeah.
whole big thing for Hats,
So
and
we got their
Hats isn't going
permission.
to know about it.
Right.
We got their permission throughout the whole process. Like, we cleared our posters with them. We went there quite a few times before our project. And it also helped, a lot of them were familiar with us from previous visits we've made and helping out with them previously, so, yeah. it was
Thank you,
really
good.
Any other questions?
Nice job.